They just showcased everything coming to Black Ops 6 in Season 5. From a living alien weapon, to new camos, to exploding robots, to a Mr. Peaks field upgrade with 6 augments, and so much more. Let's quickly go over all the new stuff, but first, if you want to be informed on all future updates like this, make sure to unlock the subscribe button. This is the Season 5 roadmap. First, let's cover everything on this, then we're going to go into the blog post, which has a bunch of additional stuff and breaks down all of this in way more detail. So Season 5 starts on August 7th. Here's the new stuff we're getting for multiplayer. For maps, we're getting Runway, Exchange, World Motor Dynasty, which is a WMD remaster, but with cars. And then we're also getting Jackpot 6v6, which looks fancy. For new score streaks, we're getting the Combat Bow in season. For new modes, we're getting Aim High, Snipers Only, Cranked Mosh Pit, Cranked Demolition, Blueprint Gunfight, and Ransack. So 6 new modes in multiplayer. Moving on to the zombie section, and there's some exciting stuff here. We've got a new map, Reckoning, new enemies on this map. We've got Uber Klaus and Commando Klaus. We've got a new wonder weapon for this map. The Gorgofex, that's what we're going to go with, which looks like an alien pistol gun, which we'll be covering in more detail in just a bit. And we've also got a new field upgrade, Mr. Peaks. Yes, Mr. Peaks is becoming a field upgrade, and we'll explain what that means in just a bit. And we'll even go over the augments for Mr. Peaks as well. We're getting gameplay updates, new Grief Arenas, directed mode for the new map, Team Cranked is returning in season, and we're getting a new support kill streak, the Combat Bow. Then for Warzone, Verdansk is getting a Stadium POI update. There's 2 new LTMs, Stadium Resurgence and Deadline. And then for gameplay features, there's going to be a Satellite Hijack contract. Now for the new content coming to all 3 modes, we've got new weapons, the Gravemark .357 revolver, the PML LMG, the ABR A1 marksman rifle, I think. Then the boxing gloves are making a return, which means not only are we going to be able to pack-a-punch the boxing gloves, we're also going to be able to unlock Nebula on the boxing gloves as well. There's obviously going to be new bundles, but we'll talk about those later. We're getting a new Operator Sims. Black Cell's getting a new Operator Solus. We're getting 2 new aftermarket parts. The PPSH 41 Hellcool magazine, which makes the PP look like the other PP. There's also the 9mm PM Skull Splitter Barrel. Then finally, we've got 3 new events, the 90s Action Hero event, the Atomic Block Party event, and the Operation Hell Ride, plus more. All right, now for the big boy. This is the blog post giving us a bunch of additional information and breaking down everything we just talked about in a lot of detail. All right, so scroll all the way back up to the top. Keep going, keep going. Boom. As always, the first thing they go over are the new MP maps. We've got Runway. They also break down all these maps in more detail. We're not going to go over that. I feel like these are just going to be better to experience for yourself once they get added to the game. We've got Exchange, which is coming at launch, which does look kind of cool. We've got a guy with a machete and then a guy with the boxing gloves. I feel like the machete wins in this scenario. We've got World Motor Dynasty, also known as WMD, which is a remake of WMD, but with cars. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Italian luxury cars. My bad. There's Jackpot, which takes place inside of a casino, which looks pretty fun. We've got new multiplayer modes, the first one being Aim High, which is going to be insane for camo grinding. In this mode, headshots are a one-shot kill, but not only that, you're also going to have on full body armor that minimizes damage dealt anywhere below the neck. Meaning in this mode, headshots are going to be extremely easy, and that's pretty much all you're going to be getting. And for anyone who's grinded camos before, you know how important headshots are for the camo grind in MP. Next, we've got the Snipers Only mode, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's like the normal game, but you're only allowed to use snipers. There's Cranked Mosh Pit. Once again, doesn't really need an explanation. If you kill an enemy, it's going to start a timer, and you've got to get another kill before the timer hits 0. If it hits 0, you explode. There's Cranked Demolition. It's just like Cranked, except it's demolition. There's also Ransack, which is a returning mode. In this mode, if you kill an enemy, they're going to drop a gold bar. If you pick up the gold bar and take it back to your team's safety deposit box, you're going to get score. The team with the most score wins. Then finally, there's Blueprint Gunfight, which is gunfight, but with blueprints. Additional gameplay content. There's a new score streak, the Combat Bow, which is coming in mid-season. This is a lethal, and it takes 500 score to get it. There's also obviously going to be new ranked play rewards. For 10 wins in Season 5 MP ranked play, you're going to get a Jackal PDW blueprint. Then for 100 wins, you're going to get a large decal. There's also placement rewards. We've got calling cards and we've got camos. If you get to the gold rank, you're going to get this camo, platinum, diamond, crimson, iridescent, and then top 250, which I assume is going to be animated. Most of the top 250 camos this time around have been animated. It's definitely an interesting camo. Let's zoom in. So we've got a shark and then we've got fishes and then like fancy design around it. Yeah, definitely not my favorite design they've done for a ranked play camo so far. Although crimson does look fire. That's pretty clean. Not a happy shark. Time for zombies. New round-based zombies map, Reckoning, coming at launch. You can see both Weaver and Gray holding the new space pistol. There's also the Pack-a-Punch machine, but it's floating in the air, and so is Gray. Looming over the once sleepy settlement of Liberty Falls, the Project Janus headquarters, Janus Towers, now teeters on the verge of collapse. Constructed between blank and blank, this vast and vertical facility is separated into blank, with Ethereum slowly being released into blank. Enormous reactors, blank. Limitless power, but at a price. The tower systems appear to be critically damaged, and total failure is imminent. Stabilizing the ether reactors seems to be the initial overriding goal before the greater threats must be faced. Prepare to confront cosmic chaos in the last chapter of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Day of Reckoning, your comms team's handlers. Assuming no comms interference, expect Peck, Ravenoff, and Strauss to provide valuable support. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Peck's providing anything valuable. With Raptor 1 always available for you to exfil. Reckoning, initial recon tour. So this is gonna be the spawn room of the new map. From the moment you step into the now debris-filled lobby, it soon becomes clear that the towers have seen better days. Laboratories, computing and research offices, and more secretive chambers may be accessed by more novel means of transportation. Redacted, parachutes, redacted, anti-gravity personnel launchers, to redacted, ether vents, redacted, and low gravity, redacted, robot assembly, redacted. Something accelerator, redacted. So yeah, essentially there's going to be a lot of ways to get around the map. Automation alert, new elite enemy, Uber Klaus. The secret research and development program of Project Anus appears to have been more evolved than originally thought, developing many more robots in the Klaus assembly lab than first anticipated. The greatest of these threats is the Uber Klaus, a murderous automation encased in a toughened, bulky exoskeleton that maintains a cocky attitude, lethal efficiency, and super strength, all directed at the newly programmed threats. Takedown tactics are unknown at this point, though combat is likely to be focused on disrupting Uber Klaus's heavy shielding and avoiding its melee attacks. Once the exoskeleton is broken, the Uber Klaus's core will eject, revealing its second deadly form. So this is like a double boss. Once you take down an Uber Klaus and kill it, the core is going to eject, and then you're going to have to face what's inside of the big mechanical robot. 2 bosses for the price of 1. Oh, cool. The boss inside of the boss gets its own abilities. It gets an increase in agility. It does have less defenses, but it can fly because it has rocket-powered hover boots. Oh, and it's got arm-mounted launchers. Avoid at all cost. Oh, and it's got a Tesla coil shield that can prevent your incoming attacks. Yeah, these things seem tough. Very, very tough. Oh, and we got more robots. Red Mist Descendants, robots dispatched. Emergency enforcement protocols may have already been triggered across all 3 towers, resulting in periodic robot battalions known as Commando Klaus. Preceded by a strange red mist, these automated enemies have had their higher functions disconnected and self-destruct sequences activated. So yeah, it seems like instead of having vermin and spider rounds, we're gonna have flying, exploding robot rounds instead. I will say this screenshot looks insane. This just looks ridiculous. And if that's not crazy enough, we've got the new wonder weapon, the Gorgafex, which is an alien weapon. Latest intel all but confirms Anus Towers may be hiding a new and grossly potent wonder weapon known as the Gorgafex. combining fungal, floral, and insectile traits to deliver precise impact damage and gravity-defying disruption in close quarters. Glowing membranes on the weapon show hints of motion and circulation under the surface. The weapon seems to pulse and breathe, with a breathing central heart like an organ that pumps energy throughout the weapon. Due to the saturation of dark ether and other unknown energies, the weapon is said to emit faint psychic vibrations. Okay, it looks sick, but it also kind of looks gross. It's sick, but in a gross way. The Gorgofex fires what appears to be a slug of ether-based energy. On impact, this inflicts a dense area of direct damage with a tight area of effect. The damage of the impact varies depending on whether the user was charging the attack before release. Okay, so you could charge it. Shortly after impact, energy from a fully charged blast dissipates outward, inflicting damage in a wide area. So it's got an area of effect. The dissipation seems to cause a focused temporary gravitational anomaly, catching and incapacitating enemies to float just above head height. Oh, so it makes the enemies you shoot float. More research is required, but it appears 2 additional variations have been uncovered. So a very interesting wonder weapon to say the least. It's a living weapon, you shoot zombies with it, they float in the air, and there appears to be 2 additional versions we're going to be able to make, craft, or find in some way, shape, or form. They then go over the rewards you unlock for completing the Easter egg on the Reckoning map. You're going to get the Blood, Sweat, and Gears operator for Gray, which they show us what it looks like. You're going to get a weapon charm, multiple calling cards, and a sizable XP reward. And then just like the other maps, if you beat the main quest for Reckoning before the directed mode comes out in mid-season, you'll get a limited time, unique variation of the calling card. There's going to be places in the new map that have unstable gravity. Due to experiments conducted in the blank, this chamber may experience fluctuating gravity, with projectile weaponry and movement affected during these intermittent gravity anomalies. There's also going to be teleporters and what appears to be jump pads. Okay, this looks sick. All of the screenshots we've seen for this map look pretty fire. This is the caster turret, and it's essentially a new trap on the map. You're going to be able to activate it, and it's going to shoot beams of dark ether energy at the zombies. They're adding parts of the Reckoning map into Grief in season. For the mid-season update, we're getting directed mode for Reckoning. The Team Cranked LTMs also coming back in mid-season. We're getting the new support score streak, the combat bow, but we're not getting it till mid-season. Oh, here we go. Additional field upgrade. Mr. Peaks. Not coming till end season. Wah, wah. As the deadly and distracting bunny busts out the moves and bashes undead brains to a raving disco beat. Once Mr. Peaks arrives in your hands, throw this hairy helper into fray, and he gleefully attracts normal and special enemies and attacks any undead within his wandering radius, savaging foes until they explode into a shower of bright confetti. So from what it sounds like, the Mr. Peaks field upgrade acts like a big monkey bomb. It attracts zombies and special enemies to it, and then he kills them. And then they die and burst into bright confetti. They even give us all of the major and minor augments for Mr. Peaks, and the little spray thing has Mr. Peaks inside of it. Usually there's not things inside of these. It's just colored differently. But nah, this one's got Mr. Peaks inside of it. So first, let's go over all of the major augments. First, we have Dance Party. Mr. Peaks becomes the life of the party, attracting nearby zombies to him before he detonates an ether pulse to thin out the crowd considerably. So kind of like that one energy mine augment. Arcane Fury. Mr. Peaks has become a master of the elements, enhancing his regular damage with a random ammo mod, with an augment from that ammo mod as well. Then we've got Apex Hunter. Mr. Peaks focuses all attacks on the strongest nearby enemy other than bosses. For example, an Uber Klaus would be targeted over regular zombies with increased damage inflicted. Okay, I could see this one actually being really good. Then we've got the minor augment, Social Butterfly. Increase Mr. Peaks' attraction radius, Peaks favor. Mr. Peaks is good to have around mystery box locations. Get a free spin if you're near one during activation. Sounds cool, but kind of a waste of a minor augment. Then last but not least, Party Animal. Increase Mr. Peaks' dance duration. Yeah, these augments do a wide variety of different things. At first glance, I don't know which ones I think are going to be the best. Maybe Apex Hunter for the major augment, then for the minor, maybe Party Animal. However, we're definitely going to have to test all of these once Mr. Peaks officially comes out. That way we can find out what's the best major and what's the best minor to run on Mr. Peaks, because they all do very different things. There's also going to be a Reckoning Zombies leaderboard event. Just like the last time, you're going to be placed into a group. As you go in game, get kills, you're going to get more points. Then whoever in your group has the most amount of points when the event ends is going to get the best rewards. However, everyone's still going to get some rewards. Just whoever's at the top of the leaderboard is going to get a few more Ultra Gobblegums. Nothing too crazy. And just like that, that ends the zombie section of the blog post. But don't worry, there's still new zombies content coming in the general section. But first, we got to make it through the Warzone section. So let's go through this real quick. Eyes on the skies, Abyss protocol activated, stadium compromised. And actually, we've pretty much covered all this stuff. There's the new satellite hijack contract. In season, there's going to be stadium resurgence. Mid-season, there's going to be the deadline LTM. There's the new ranked play rewards. So the division rewards are calling cards and emblems. Then for your win rewards, there's a charm, a weapon blueprint, a sticker, and a camo. And to be fair, that camo does look pretty sick. Okay, we're going to have to get this. How many wins for the camo? Oh no, it's eliminations. To get this camo, all you have to do is get 100 eliminations and BR our Resurgence rank play, which I think is worth it. Definitely gonna be doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the new Warzone stuff. Now we're moving over to the general content, which this means everything we're about to talk about is for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. There's going to be the new primary weapon, the PML 556. This is coming at launch. It's coming in the battle pass. Full auto light machine gun, fast fire rate, and lethal offset by low mobility and hefty recoil. Potentially good in zombies. Then there's the ABR A1 assault rifle, also coming at launch in the battle pass. It's a 3-round burst assault rifle with good handling and power with moderate recoil and range. Oh, and it can be full auto. Oh, here we go. The boxing gloves coming in season via an event. Moderate damage, fast attack speed, and long range. Hopefully it's good in zombies. Can't wait to get these Nebula. Oh yeah, and I can't forget we've got the Gravemark .357 revolver coming mid-season in an event. A single action revolver with high power and considerable range, limited by lower ammo count and segmented reload. Aha, akimbo to dual wield with the lethal weapon. So yes, it can be akimboed. This might be fun in zombies. Oh, what the? Oh, this is the aftermarket part. The PM Skull Splitter, which is part of the battle pass. Bring the power and precision of a marksman rifle to your favorite pistol. I'm not really sure I'd call the 9mm PM my favorite pistol, but hey, the barrel greatly increases damage, especially to the head, reducing rate of fire. Pair with an extended magazine to give you additional ammo for this weapon at the expense of handling. Depending on how much this increases headshot damage, this might actually be really good in zombies. However, I feel like they're going to block akimbo with this attachment. We'll just have to see. Then we've got the PPSH Hellcool magazine. This coming in season as an event reward. Fire to the beat of your own drum with this SMG attachment that puts other magazines to shame. Manage heat on this high ammo count magazine that excels at spraying bullets in close and medium ranges. So it doesn't really say what it does. It says manage heat, so I don't know if this is a cooldown magazine or if it's just a magazine that gets you a lot more ammo for the PPSH. Either way, we'll find out and we'll try it. We've got the Season 5 events, 90s action heroes, available in MP Zombies and Warzone. 13 total rewards, including the boxing gloves and the Mr. Peaks field upgrade for zombies. Oh, and there's a Black Cell version of the boxing gloves as well. Then we've got the Hellride event, once again available for MP Zombies and Warzone, and this is how you get the Gravemark revolver. Then there's the Atomic Block Party event, once again available for MP Zombies and Warzone. It's time to commemorate everyone's favorite chaotic battleground. Engage in a Nuketown-inspired event full of rewards. Oh yeah, and then there's also the Zombies leaderboard event for the new map. Obviously, for Season 5, there's going to be a Battle Pass and a Black Cell Battle Pass. The Black Cell Battle Pass is going to get you this operator. But we're not going to read through all the Battle Pass stuff. To be honest, I just don't care enough. We're going to look at the pretty pictures as we go down. But the additional information they give us on the Battle Pass stuff, if you want to read it, I'll have this link below. Are we already on to bundles? Okay, now we're on to bundles. We've got the Fisherman bundle coming in season, which looks very menacing. Hey, you know what? Maybe this is the operator we've needed all along to finally catch that fish we've been fishing for the last couple months. Probably not, but we'll definitely have to give it a try. Tracer Pack, I know what you did last summer. I don't even know what I did last summer. What, I played MWZ? Is that what you're talking about? You mad at me because I played MWZ last summer? Make them remember their crimes with the Lethal Hook melee weapon blueprint. And then obviously there's more bundles, and then we keep scrolling, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That is all of the new information they gave us today for season 5 coming to Black Ops 6. A lot of new information for zombies. I felt like that was most of what we talked about today, which I'm okay with. I like zombies a lot. So we got the new map, the new Alien Wonder Weapon, the Mr. Peaks field upgrade, the exploding robots, the Easter egg rewards, and so much more. If you guys want to watch us cover everything about this new map when it drops next week, make sure to unlock the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace.
Lego unlocked. He's Lego unlocked. It's going to unlock all these kids.